So I'm doing the mission here. Let's have a look at it. House of Echoes. You can see in the mission progression you do have a choice in its randomness. It is the first mission that is very glitchy. A lot of people and posts, and I had to look up how to progress. We couldn't actually interact with the psychic visions, which you'll see up ahead. So I thought, I haven't recorded the game because all the rest of it's pretty intuitive, but there is a particular way to do the psychic visions without glitching it. And I want to do that, a video just for that, because you know, I just saw the Reddit post and we were included. I had the same glitch happen for co-op, and I had the same glitch in single player. This is a level 8 tune that I'm just leveling at the moment. It's my last. I beat the game 3 times on dev. He's level 32. Jacob is level 21, and Remy is 21, which I did in co-op. So played a bit of co-op and, you know, a lot of single player. It's 50 hours into the game now. So yeah, and the psychic visions and the tip for this video actually will benefit you and work for the entire game, so you don't get stuck. I had to come back here. I just went there and I realised that I hadn't taken my own advice. One thing I would say is always stock up on ammo with big missions. Stake gun's really good for vamps. There is a historical marker in this corner of the map here, so I'm going to pull it up to it if you haven't got it. You know, if you die, you port there rather than all bags back at the safe house, but you probably won't die. Now, when you come in here, and I'll mark where we're going, just there on the house, just from the historical marker, step to the right. Just remember that vampires can only be staked with weapons that have stakes on them. If you're starting the game early, I saw a video of somebody saying, oh, I can't kill the vampires, the game's glitched. You have to swap if you're using a pistol or a sniper. You have to swap to a weapon that has a stake on the front of it. So that's got the stake on the front, my assault rifle. The stake gun will actually finish off because it shoots stakes without having to melee, but if it's got a little bit of health left and your stake gun's not leveled enough, usually it's one shot for them. You'll have to, you know, melee them as well. Now, when you come in here for the first time, there is a watcher there. You can see where that blue dot is up there. The watchers, if they lock onto you, are deadly. There is another watcher here. And there was a siphon boss. Now, just to say, early game, I haven't got a UV light here. But if you've got a UV, the best combination of guns for rooks, which is later in the game where you get your legendaries, hard vampires and special vampires, there was a siphoner, they can pull you in one siphon and kill you, is the UV gun and the stake launcher. Even blues or purples of those are good, though you often get a legendary of the launcher. But what you do is your UV gun only freezes it, and you've only got a certain amount of time. Swap quickly to this gun, the stake launcher, and then headshot it, and it'll take out any of the vampires in the game. We've done that on midnight difficulty and it works. So once you've done those, you have to clear the whole house. There's more demons, more vamps around the back. Here we go. Just turn your light on and I miss. Actually, I'm going to go out here so he chases me. They dodge in a straight line. I don't want to waste ammo on this. There you are. One shot with the stake launcher. This is also the best bossing weapon. Just you've got some bosses, the Hollow Man coming up. There's a video on my channel of how to beat it. Just going to do this. This guy's annoying me, running around. So if I went and tried a video, like, doesn't do anything, you've got to change to your other gun to melee them. So that's a bit of a tip early if you're just early in the game, you're thinking the game's glitching. I didn't realise it at first. I might be slow, who knows. So you'll come around here. The first thing is saying that in the mission, reach Addison's lab. So you just come in the front door, around to the right, come into here, this big spacey room. There'll be two men and a vamp here to kill, but I did that and then realised I had no ammo. So we just got to get the key and search Amelia's room. Now Amelia's room is back here, and there's a set of stairs to our left. We'll go up the set of stairs. There is a grave lock there. We haven't got the key there, we'll get that in a minute, but it's this door here.
And the ones who did. Is this a hospital?
Now what this tells us here now is to find these 3 missing dolls that are around the house and to place them. Most of these guys in here are vamps. Oh, there's that guy that was annoying you before. Really slow reload time on this, so make sure that you always reload before swapping back to any gun. Now, there's several dolls here, but we'll go out to the easy one that we're close to here out the back door. Watch out, there is a watcher. They're pretty easy to kill with a one shot to the head. Make sure you get the head. Anything you hit in the heads are crits. There's another one over there. If you've got a sniper, you can get it. This gun won't reach. First doll's here. So that's out the back.
Creepy doll. Love it.
Second doll just comes straight back in the house here. I'm just trying to remember now. Let me get this vamp there. We've got to go up there on the bench. So we turn left. Second doll's on this bench.
Second doll. Just one more.
And the third one is in the attic, and I'm just trying to remember where the loft key is now. Even though I've done it a few times, it all blurs together for an old man like me. The loft key, the keys, I think it's downstairs on that table actually. Let's have a look around that. Let me just pause and then I'll show you where it is when I remember, not to make it too long. Okay, so we're looking at the loft key that we need the door for. We've just come up the stairway here. Just turn left, down the end of the hall, and it is just at the end of the bed here, just to look at the room on the box. So the third doll is upstairs. And it's here. We'll be revisiting these places. Now, what we have to do now...
Right to be afraid.
...is put those three dolls in the dollhouse. And that's where the glitch starts. You've probably got to this point. And there's a bit of a thing you have to do and make sure to ensure that it works. So place your three dolls that we've got. Remember one was in that back shed, one was on the kitchen table or whatever it was, the table in the office downstairs, and one in the loft. Now I'm going to skip the movie here, just to make the video a bit shorter. No movie, okay. Now search Addison's lab.
Where the hell am I? What happened to the house? It's like it never got busted up.
Just pausing for a second while I kill that demon. Okay, sorry about that. So we've gone into the dollhouse now. The three dolls have allowed us to be in a different version of the house. And there are three sin eaters here that drop the psychic visions. Now there's one up top, which we'll go and do first. And it'll be, once you watch this, you may not have to watch the whole video, but you might want to know where the keys are. So we want the sin eater to port down here, burst it. Now once it dies, you'll see a little psychic vision start to go to a certain point. You've got to follow it. This one's close. Don't click it straight away, just give it a minute. Now, if you see that you can press the E here, and the thing that's really important here is just don't kill the psychic, go and kill the next psychic, go and kill another psychic. That glitches it. But if you see it's a cross and you cannot interact with that, move away. I had that happen once and just move towards it again, and it allowed me to do it. I just had to wait a second. But there is no other way if you cannot interact with it, and that's the glitch some of people are saying in Reddit. I've had that in co-op and single player. You'll have to restart, quit the game, and you'll come back at the safe house. The good thing is, all you have to do at that point is run back to the dollhouse and come straight back to here and do rinse and repeat. Every time I've reset it, it has worked. But the key is here. Now notice, collect the Hollow Man Psychic Echoes. Now, if you look in the mission now, while it's doing the little video, we've got credit for destroying the Sin Eater, but
It's time.
actually pressing the E does not give you credit for the doll,
No,
for the Hollow Man Psychic Visions. The only way you get the credit is by staying here. So if you click that like I first did, ran off to kill the next Sin Eater, and find it, which they're in the house, you can kill them, you don't get credit for that.
So sleepy.
So do not move from this spot.
Know how important
Wait till it finishes.
Don't you want to be
No
well?
way to skip it. And until you see in the top left of the screen that it gives you the completion for the collection of it, which is the end of the video, that's the best way to avoid it. So don't kill the points just to summarise. Kill them one at a time.
What's he doing to
Don't
her?
have to collect that
Was she
again. That'll
really
just
sick?
restart the
Was
video.
she
Do you
his
see
sick?
there? It just says
Okay.
1 of 3.
That's new.
Check your mission.
Was that a memory?
And it says here
Do you
1
have
and 1.
memories in
So
that?
now we've just got to hunt down
It's
the
nice
other
to put all your bad memories somewhere
psychic
else.
guys. So we've done the one in the loft. You hear them. There's one downstairs where we got the actual doll from. So the doll locations are where they are. Just to remind you, the doll was here and the eater is just around to the left here. Now, again, hopefully this just saves you some pain. That's the only reason I'm doing this. There is a recording. Now wait a second, as soon as you see the E, press E. Again, you'll get credit for killing, but you'll have to wait. Looking at our mission, we've only got the credit collecting it. 1 of 3 only happens at the end of the video. I think you got the idea now.
After the butterfly,
We were running around trying to work out what was going on, all the visions, because we'd killed all 3 of them, and I was in co-op, so we were just pew-pewing in different rooms. Stuffed it up, I
wanna
think.
see my friends.
So the second time we did it,
I want them to
we
forget me.
worked, and we stayed in the same area, co-op. We blasted away at the same eater. We stayed and didn't move until the video completed for us both. Once we did that, I was able to get through the whole game. Now there are several things that work like this as a mechanic in the game when you go into the psychic doors
That's
later
Allison,
on.
isn't it?
Okay, that's 2 of
And
3.
that
We don't have to
kid.
click it again. And the last one is simply, if I've lost my direction here, in the back door outside. This takes us there. So we'll skip across here. I'd say out of all of them, this is probably the more confusing quest. All the rest I could
There's
work
those
out.
butterflies
This
again.
I couldn't work out what's going on.
Really like
Again,
them.
kill the Sin Eater.
Freaky to keep them all locked up.
There is a bit of a difference on the third one.
That's new.
Probably not stand next to it. Just wait a second. Yes, get the E. And we'll wait for the completion. Now, you might not need to watch any more now, and you can just close the video, or you might have already closed it. But I'll complete this little one because I think out of all of them, the order of this was a little bit confusing, where the keys were
Remember when you
was a
showed
little
me
bit
the butterfly?
confusing, and there are more of those to come. I'll put timestamps in there if you just need to go to...
Isn't it?
There's no way to do this any faster.
Amelia!
Now the difference on the third vision, I always do it in this order, but I imagine
killed it. Why did you kill it?
it's the same for the last vision when you do it. Okay, and it'll tell you here
Did he really think she'd like that?
to pick up this Addison's key. Now that's why you want to wait around for the third vision. I would do it in this order. I always do because I know it's worked. So I always do the upstairs, then the downstairs, and then the outhouse, and I pick up that object. So now we can see here the mission says, observe the final echo. So we're going to go back to the lab, which is here. You can go into this door here. Open the door now to Addison's lab. So
this is what
we
it
couldn't
used to
open that
look
before
like.
because we didn't have the key.
Boy,
So
the
it's
Hollow
in here.
Man.
And there is again a visual to observe. I think they should change the wording of the other from collect to observe the final vision, so people know to wait around for it at least. Or I think, this is my 5th time through the game because I've done it twice on double playthroughs to max out my character. They should make it skippable, just when you click the echo. If you don't want to listen to it, you shouldn't be forced to wait around. Now, if you listen to the story, it's a great story, but once is enough, you know.
Amelia!
So don't go anywhere here again because you've got to pick up an object. It's a little bit hard to see. So if you've got ADHD like me, you know, I do have ADHD. Okay.
He killed her. He wasn't even.
Okay, see that there? Really hard to see with the light that you actually have to pick it up. So the butterfly needle,
This is what did it. In the butterfly pen.
I couldn't find that at first, what it wanted me to pick up, because under the light it was very difficult.
This is what can stop him.
Return to Amelia's dollhouse, so we have to come out of here, look for the stairwell again, and then to the right once we get to the top of the stairwell, and this will let us back out of the dollhouse. Return, what is the next part? Regroup. So now we just go back to the fire station and then the quest is over. That's the most problematic quest I've found in the game, having played through 5 times. You can complete that, but House of Echoes. Now, there are several other instances like that. You'll go through psychic doors, they're big red doors. Same sort of thing. If it says that you have to get credit for it, you must kill it, wait there for it to complete, look in your quest log if you miss the flashing up on the top left of the screen before you move from that area. So kill one sin eater at a time and so forth. Hopefully that helps those that have had problems with it. This is the only place in the game that I had real problematic, problems with it. And I've done a post on Reddit about how to do this in general to the psychic visions, but I just thought I'd do the House of Echoes because it's the first time you'll encounter this mechanic. Yeah. Hopefully that helps. Have a good day and enjoy the game. It is a great game. Don't listen to the hate. It's a beautiful looking game. The story's terrific. Yes, it has some glitches, and they patched co-op yesterday, and haven't tried that out yet. We did have a couple of glitches. We had to restart the game a few times, but just a restart has always fixed it. Single player, it seems very stable to me. A couple of glitches on side quests, just log out, log in, fixed it. So enjoy.